Hello everyone, XPGamesNL here, back with a new Fire Emblem Builder tutorial. Today I'm going to cover the topic of making units join your army, and I'm going to do this via a couple of ways. I want to do it the old classic way, in which a blue unit joins in the beginning of the chapter and you're immediately able to deploy them. I want to make it so that after this video you know how to recruit a character by talking to them, and I'm going to make a very interesting recruitment. I'll try my best to make this recruitment where if you attack a specific character, a specific enemy with a specific character, then they will have a unique battle quote thingy, and that battle quote thingy will trigger a recruitment. So attacking a boss, for an example, with a specific character will make the boss join you. I'll try to show that today too. I was running out of topics for tutorial videos when Impact 9.3 came with an issue of not being able to let player characters join his army. So this video was mostly made because I want to help solve that issue for Impact 9.3, but I thought I might as well cover everything you need to know about letting units join your army. So here we have the start screen. I'm going to use the chapter from last tutorial again. So now let's go to the unit placer first, because if we want to recruit Lara Shell, for an example, or if we want to recruit a character, we do need to... if we want to recruit characters, we do need to get those characters available. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to the unit placer here. Let me quickly enable that. Oh, here it is. So this is the unit placer window. As you can see, here we have the unit placer window, and we have all the characters here. I'll make this a bit bigger so you guys can see. These are all the enemies and player characters that will join you. So to start off, I'm going to make 2 new units. I'm going to reserve 2 new spaces. Let's get... well, which character shall we let... Let's do Cormag as, of course, a Wyvern Rider. Let's see, where is that class? Here it is. This is the male. You have both male and female classes, so you need to... and some of the icons are not different, so you need to be a little bit careful that you select the male or female, depending on what you want. So let's make Cormag a level 10 Wyvern Rider that is a green unit. And we'll make it so that, let's insert here, and we'll make him move over here. We'll put him in the forest over here, and he has, like, let's say 14. That's an Iron Lance. Let's give him the usual combination of the Killer Lance, and he's like the not 19. What was it? It was like 16. Yeah, the Steel Lance, and then he has like a Elysian Whip. We'll make him a green unit for now without the Elysian Whip. And we'll also get, let's see, like Garrick. We'll also get Garrick over here. Garrick will join us right away, and we'll make it so that you can recruit Cormag by talking to him. So mercenaries were E, if I remember. No, those were Manichees. F. I was really close though. So we'll make Garrick move over here, and they will join on like turn 2. Yeah, this is correct. So we'll make them join on like turn 2 or something. Iron Blade, and we'll give him Steel Blade, I guess. So now we have created these 2 characters. If you want to load units via a command, and you have multiple. So we have a list of 2 units here, Cormag and Garrick. If you want to select both, go to the address over here. This address of the unit in the that is, well, the first one in the list. So Cormag is the first one in the list, so we're going to copy his address. I can also show you what happens if you do not select the address of the first unit, but we'll get to that in a bit. So right now we're going to the event editor. If I can quickly get that window up as well. Oh, that's the wrong window. It should be here, though it is not here. Ah, there it is. Something went wrong, not important now. So, as you can see, we have the event editor here, and there are all kinds of commands. This is a loads unit command. This is the change background music. We're going to the end of this little, of the event. Oh, we need to watch out, by the way, because this is the preparation screen. We want to let Garrick and... Oh, wait. We're going to do a turn condition. Hold on. So, what you can do is if we close this and go back to the start screen, if you go to this... If you click on this event button over here that says event, you will end up in the window, in this window. If you click on that event thing, you will end up in this window. And here you can see every single thing that can trigger events. So for an example, here is the turn conditions. The turn conditions is basically reinforcements and conditions that trigger on a certain turn. So on turn 2, La Rochelle, Rennek, and Dosla will show up. And on turn 2 here, the skeletons will show up. And on turn 1 to 255, that is a unlimited triggerable event. You can trigger this. This means that it can be triggered at every single time, or at any time in the game. This is just the span of when these enemies can spawn. That's this. That's for specifically for ranged events. This is for ranged events, and it can be triggered anytime. So we want to go to talk command. So we have a lot of commands. By the way, we have turn map objects. That's for like snags and chests and doors. It says it here in between those little brackets. Range condition over here, always condition. We have player placement. For skirmishes, we have shit. Not important for now. For now, we'll just go to the talk command. So we're going to press the extend list option, and we'll make one new talk command, and boom. There's nothing here. We can't see anything. This event is completely empty. So what we want to do is we want to change this into a talk condition. Then we want to change this to... let's set just temporary flag 1E, and it's important you set a temporary flag here. Otherwise, you can unlimitedly trigger the event, and that's not something you want. So we're going to ignore this for now. We're going to create the we will create the two characters that we'll discuss or that can talk. So let's make me or Erica and make them talk to Cormac so that we can recruit him. But if we want to be cool, let's do this. We'll add another event editor. We can also, and this is how units can recruit themselves. If you do this, I think units can recruit themselves too. I think that's how this works. I do not know if the AI picks it up, but units are able to recruit themselves if you do this, if I remember correctly. So now let's create a new event, allocate a new event area. You have all kinds of templates here. There's a template called persuade the unit and join the party. I'm going to select that. It created an event for us. So now what we want to do is... wait, let's not touch that now. Let's first go to the turn conditions and add a new turn condition. At like turn 2, Cormac and Garrick will appear. So we're going to set turn 2. And then, well, just enemy reinforcement. Doesn't really matter. Then you want to press this event option, but we'll use a different... wait. Let's press this event option. Now, you can't see a window that just popped up, but I can show you guys. So we want to go to the event editor. That's this one over here. There you go. So this is the event that we just created. It's empty. But what we want to do here, this is the turn event for when Garrick and Cormac are going to join. So we do Control V, and boom. Now we've created a new event. Well, let's close this window for a second. So now this little window over here. Let's see, where is it? This event that we have here, we just created this. A turn to. We could reload that real quick. At turn 2, Cormac and Garrick will join the group. They will spawn. And we are able to recruit them. So that's nice, I guess. So every time at turn 2, Garrick will appear and Cormac will appear. So we've now created a new event for that. Let's go back to the talk condition because I do not want to... because that is something I need to mention. FEBuilder will sometimes, if we go back to Unit Placer real quick, something to keep in mind, this is, if we go back to Unit Placer, back when we had not created an event yet, these two were basically, they did not have a destination, they were not placed anywhere, they were just floating around in the data. And what FEBuilder tends to do is sometimes just remove, if these guys aren't used in any event, then FEBuilder will sometimes just remove them to save space. So when you go and make new units with this little Unlock New Space button, be sure to, as soon as possible, get them an event. Because FEBuilder will sometimes remove your new units, and you have to set up their inventories and their stats and levels all over again. You do not really want to do that. Oh, we can actually also make Cormac move towards me, so that he does go for me and that he recruits himself. I think that is handy to have. Also to show what happens if you copy this address, because I talked about that. If you select the address of the unit that is on top of all, that's the first one in the giant list of units you want to load. If you select the first one and copy that address, nothing is wrong. But if you select, for an example, Garrick, what will happen is, let's copy this. Let's go back to the event editor real quick. Over here. Let's say you did that. You copied Garrick's address and we fill it in here. So this is only the address of Garrick. Then FEBuilder will only load Garrick and will not load Cormac. So you do need to select the topmost unit. Otherwise, FEBuilder will instead only load the units from... Well, FEBuilder will think Garrick, or FEBuilder will say, okay, Garrick is the top unit now, but Cormac is the top unit in this list. So there we go. Those reinforcements are loaded. We now have an event where we can also recruit Cormac, if I'm not mistaken. So if we quickly go back to the event editor, which we have here, we do need to set a couple of things. When we go to the talk event over here, if correct, you can see it now. All right. So FEBuilder, when selecting the template I just did, it just copies Joshua's regular, like, it copies Joshua's, what was it called? It just copies Joshua's recruitment. So, this is not the event of Joshua, it's just a copy-paste on a completely different address. So, you do not have to worry about changing this. If you change this, the original Joshua recruitment will not be edited. There will be no side effects if you do this way. So we'll keep it at comrades because that's fun. Recruitment music. Let's just remove this text, shall we? And we'll make it so that the character Cormac joins the player. Let's see. Cormac. There we go. There are some patches that FEBuilder will ask you to install. What this effectively does is FEBuilder and the community have provided us with patches so that if a unit that is supposed to be targeted, if that unit is not on the map and he is supposed to be targeted, vanilla FE8 will just let the game soft lock. But there are patches to skip the event if the unit participating in the event is not on the map. It's just something very nice if you have a bug or something that and you do not know what causes it. This is a pretty decent way to temporarily ignore that. Because you want to see the outcome. If you have done a lot, it might just be better to do this because you want to see the outcome of all the hard work. Personally, I do not like those patches because when you find an error, be sure to fix it. This is advice I'm going to give you. If you find an error at whatever point in FEBuilder or in your ROM or in any game you're making in general or any software, fix it immediately, because if you do not fix bugs, they will bite you in the ass later. So let's write to ROM here. So now Cormac has joined the party, but now we need to do something so that we cannot endlessly talk to Cormac, because Cormac will otherwise endlessly talk to us. So we need to set the completion flag. The completion flag is 1E in this case. I can show you guys that. What this basically means is the completion flag, as it says over here, the completion flag, 1E. It says that in this little description, as long as this completion flag, which in this case is 1E, as long as this flag is not turned on, you will be able to trigger the event. Once this flag is triggered, you will not. So if you have a little bit of familiarity with code and with programming, this is like an if statement. If the variable, which is a flag in this case, is true, then you cannot trigger the event. If it is not true, then you will be. So like, if this has been triggered, you cannot recruit Cormac. If this has not been triggered, you can. But if we talk to Cormac now, this is not triggered, of course. This one is not triggered, so you can just talk to Cormac, of course. But this is not triggered right now. But if we talk to Cormac, nothing prevents us from talking to Cormac again, because this flag will not be turned on or off. So we need to turn this flag on, otherwise we can talk endlessly to Cormac. And though it doesn't cause any bugs, it's just not, it's not, you do not want the player to have that option, because it will seem a bit messy if you keep talking to Cormac. If you could keep recruiting a character over and over again, that just seems messy. The regular Fire Emblem games don't have that as well. So what we're going to do is we're going back to event editor real quick. So what we're going to say, very simple thing to do, because as I said, we need it. Wait, hold on. I want to change this into right. I want to show you guys how this works, because we will need this as well in a moment. So if we quickly... So here we have the list of commands that we can choose. So we're going to search for flag on here. Oh. And this says flag on. Oh, wait. Black screen. No. Blop. So that said flag on. So you just look for the flag on command. And what you'll see is, do you guys actually see this? Hold on. Yeah, you see it. So now we have the flag on. We want to just set this to 1E so that we turn the flag 1E on, so we cannot talk to Cormac after we've recruited him. Otherwise, we can't do it. We end up in a certain loop of some kind. So now we have created a recruitment conversation for Cormac. Now, before we go to, like, create that special boss thingy, let's set this command. I just reminded myself of this. We need to set this command to something else. Let's go to, let's go to command... Wait, where is it? Oh, right. So we'll go to add a new command, and let me grab the window real quick. So we're going to insert the command. Hold on, I might as well just do this. We're going to look for the command load units if player unit join party. You want to have this because what this does is if a unit is blue in the current list of Cormac and Garrick, if a unit in this list is blue, they will always join the party. This is for like units that you want to get from the get-go. No talk commands or recruitments involved. These auto-join your party. You need to use this command for that. So let's just change and boom. So if correct, Garrick should now join our party. If we get to turn 2, he will automatically join and he will stay in our party until he dies. So that is that. Now, let's first test these two characters, and after that I will show you how to recruit a character or a boss character by attacking him with a specific character. So right now, let's... Real quick. Oh, you can already see it in the top corner. Is it correct? Yeah, it's correct like this. Alright. So what we want to do is load the ROM, restart chapter 4, and if correct, Cormac should join us on chapter 2. So let's see. Well, this is just a regular map as usual. So let's just start playing the chapter for a bit. So Garrick should auto join us on turn 2. And, you know, Cormac should be recruitable. Franz, what is this trash? We also need to make space for, like, Garrick so he gets to the position we want him to be in. I also want to test if Cormac truly can recruit himself. I want to see that. Because I've never really tried that. So it would be nice if that was a thing. So let's break this snag. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what happens as long as I do not die. So does Vanessa kill this guy? Well, no, because Vanessa is stupidly weak. We could use the same tactic as last time. We'll just give Garcia the hatchet and boom. Oh, come on, man. What is this RNG? Well, that's just stupid, I guess. Ouch. Ouch. We should have summoned the Phantom. Oh, hey, there's Cormac, and Garrick has joined us, as you can see. So now we can use Garrick right away. And where's Seth? Seth, create a Phantom, please. So, I do not know if I can reach. I probably can, yeah. So, as you can see, there is a talk option to talk to Cormac now, but we're not going to trigger it. Because we, of course, want to wait for that. So, now let's just attack this guy, blah, 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 blah. Let's move myself up here. Let's kill this skeleton. Why not? Let's kill you. Oh, come on, Garcia. Are you that bad? Okay, we now are in a bit of trouble. The skeletons, I do not really like them. So, if correct, does Cormac truly move towards me? If that is the case and he recruits himself, that would be nice. The Phantom died. I was worried for a second Franz died. Where did Cormac go? Oh, right. I'll be back in a second. Because the La Rochelle event did something stupid. Alright, so now, if correct, Cormac should not leave. The reason why Cormac left was pretty simple, because at the end of the La Rochelle event, La Rochelle's event will say remove all characters that are green units. That is why that happened. Okay, Ross is in a bit of trouble here. Let's not try to die. I do not wish to lose any units. Will make me look bad. So now let's do this. Garrick can hold the bridge because Garrick is a monster of a unit. Oh, that's not nice. Well, let's just use Vanessa then, I guess. With a javelin. Should do the trick. Alright, so I don't really care too much right now. Let's see if Cormac recruits himself after this, or does he not move? Or Cormac decides to attack. Well, we might as well just go and recruit him, I guess. I do not know what the AI does, because Clarine in Fire Emblem 6 will always move towards, like, Roy, I thought. Well, let's just recruit Cormac real quick. There we go. Now we've recruited Cormac. There was no music because, well, Cormac didn't have a conversation. So now we have Cormac. Very nice. And if correct, after completing the chapters, they should still be with us. Let's check that real quick because FEBuilder has a sort of debug tool, a cheat tool. So let's warp to the next chapter. Let's warp to chapter 5, The Empire's Reach. So let's do that. Let's warp to this chapter. The chapter has ended, and let's see. If correct, they should still be in our party. There we go. Garrick and Cormac are both still in our party. So now we've covered the basics of these units recruitments. Let's do something absolutely crazy. Let's make it so that a unit joins you after attacking them with a specific character. I'll be right back. So I'm back, everyone. As you can see, here we have an event of Saleh that is going to join us. It says here Saleh will join us. Well, if we quickly go to the unit placer, I can show that to you guys. Here we go. So as you can see, I've placed Saleh over here in this spot. Now, if you click here on Battle Quote, what you will get is a new window will pop up. And I will need to close all of these windows real quick for that. This one too. There we go. This is the battle convo. This is when... oh, we should change this to Erica because Seth will definitely kill Saleh. But what you can see here is the battle convo. Now we have selected character Erica. And they will have a special battle conversation when they enter combat on the map, Chapter 4, Ancient Horrors. This is the completion flag. If this event, if Erica attacks Saleh, then this flag will be set to true, and then the event will trigger. So what happens now is, if correct, when I attack Saleh, flag A will become true. It will be turned on. So if we go to our condition area over here, if correct, our little condition area over here, I need to find the window. Here it is. It says completion flag F. So after that flag is triggered, you cannot trigger the event again. This doesn't really matter to which flag you set this, as long as it's not 0, because then every single turn after you end your turn, the conversation will play again. So set this to whatever flag but 0. So yeah, that's that. If correct, now when I attack with Erica, I attack Saleh. Saleh should join us. So if we quickly go and run the tutorial ROM. Let's see, it's on big screen, very nice. So let's restart the chapter. And let's start. Oh, wait. Wait, where is Saleh? Hold on, where have I placed Saleh? I have placed him over there. Erica is over there. Okay, we'll place him in the forest over here. He doesn't have any weapons, so that shouldn't be too big of an issue. Sorry for the inconvenience, but I forgot where I placed Saleh. So let's just restart the chapter real quick, and if correct, yeah, Saleh's over here. So, if correct, when we attack Saleh with Erica, Walter's dialogue will play because I do not want to write a completely separate dialogue for this. So, Walter will talk, meaning the event triggered successfully, or at least a convo. And if correct, there we go. We attacked Saleh, and now he joined us. Ain't that wacky? What I use this for is for a special thing in my Rom hack. There is a hidden character, and when you attack that character with the character will be like, oh, yeah, I'm actually a good guy, and he will join you. But both of the characters need to survive for that. So if character A, that is supposed to trigger the event, dies, then the recruitment won't happen. And if character B, the character you wish to recruit with the battle, doesn't survive, then you will also not recruit him, of course, because he's dead. So anyway, that is how to do a recruitment via a boss conversation. So now if we quickly go and end the chapter via cheating, because this is for debugging, of course, this little cheat menu. You guys know that, of course. So if we go and quickly do this cheat and end the chapter, if correct, Celeste should still be with us. And there we go, he's still with us. But that is 3 different ways how to recruit a character or to let them join the party. Via just letting them naturally join as a player unit from the beginning, talking to them, and finally recruiting them via a boss conversation. Anyway, that is that. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Let me know by leaving a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. It helps out the channel a lot. With that being said, I want to thank you for watching. Leave feedback in the comments below and a topic you might want to have covered next time. And then I have nothing more to say. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next FEBuilder tutorial. Bye bye!